Hey guys, today we are making my Christmas vacation movie menu. It is a tradition for my family to watch it on Thanksgiving, and easily one of our favorites. We even have themed ugly sweaters. So I decided to make a meal along with it this year. We will be making Clark's Eggnog, Margot's My Carpet Mimosas, Jelly of the Month Club dip, Ellen's Smokin Chopped Salad, It's a Little Dry Turkey Pot Pie, and Twinkling Lights Cupcakes. We've got a lot to cover, so let's go get started. So starting out with Margot's My Carpet Mimosas. These are really easy. We're actually just doing cranberries that I froze in ice cube trays. And then I have champagne and some cranberry juice. Super easy, but I had to pay tribute to that scene where she says, "Why is the carpet all wet, Todd?" And then of course later when they're sharing the champagne and they end up getting blinded by Clark's lights and spilling it all over the carpet. Next up, Clark's Eggnog, not really a recipe, just eggnog in a mousse cup, but I like to make it a Cousin Eddie by adding a shot of bourbon or spiced rum. So now let's move on to our Jelly of the Month Club dip here. So in my bowl here, I have 8 ounces of cream cheese softened, along with 4 ounces of goat cheese softened, and 1 tablespoon of honey and a half a teaspoon of salt. And we just want to whip that together. You could do it by hand or with a hand mixer. And we just want to spread that in a greased casserole dish here. And then I have 1/3 cup of pepper jelly that I'm just going to dollop all over the top. And we just want to bake this at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes or until it's nice and hot and bubbly. And then I just like to sprinkle some green onions on the top in honor of Clark's Jelly of the Month Club certificate. So now let's move on to Ellen's Smokin Chopped Salad. In honor of the scene where Ellen is in the kitchen and her mother says, "Ellen, are you smoking again?" And she says, "No," and chops the iceberg lettuce in half. So in my mason jar here, I am combining a half a cup of olive oil with 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard, a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of pepper, and a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and you just want to give that a really good shake until everything is combined. And then for my salad, I have 4 cups of iceberg or romaine lettuce, whichever you prefer, chopped up, 1 apple chopped, a half a cup of dried cranberries, a half a cup of pecans chopped, 4 slices of cooked bacon chopped, and 4 ounces of crumbled goat cheese. This is a really delicious seasonal salad. It's nice, it kind of lightens up the whole meal. Honestly, I would just eat this as a meal, especially with a little grilled chicken, but it goes great as a side to my turkey pot pies, which is up next. So we are making It's a Little Dry Turkey Pot Pie in honor of Catherine's way overly dry turkey that they serve at dinner. So I have my skillet over medium heat and I melted 3 tablespoons of butter, and to that I am adding in 2 cups of frozen mixed vegetables, which was about the whole steam bag for me. And you just want to cook that for about 5 minutes or until they're softened. And then I'm stirring in 1 tablespoon of flour and a half a cup of milk. And just give that a good stir, and then add in a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of sage, and a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme, along with 1 cup of turkey gravy. You could also use chicken gravy. And we just want to give that a good stir and let that thicken and cook for a couple of minutes. And then I'm adding in 2 cups of cooked turkey that's chopped up. So now I have 4 9-inch pie crusts here, and I am cutting out 12 5-inch circles and 12 4-inch circles. I measured these circles and cut them out with parchment paper. You will have to re-roll the scraps of the dough. So I'm just working here, continuing to cut my circles, and then I have my muffin tin greased, and I'm adding the larger 5-inch circles into the bottom of the pan, and then dividing the filling among them, and then topping with the 4-inch circles and sealing the edges. And then I have an egg yolk that I whisked together, and we're just going to brush that all over the tops. And then you just want to cut a slit into the top of each one to allow the steam to escape. And then I have my oven preheated to 375 degrees, and we just want to bake these for about 35 to 40 minutes or until they are nice and golden brown. And now moving on to our Twinkling Lights Cupcakes. Of course, I had to make something about Clark's lights. They are a huge part of the movie, and the entire time I made these, all I could think of was the grandfather saying, "The little lights aren't twinkling." So I have 12 chocolate cupcakes here. You can use any recipe you'd like. I just used boxed cake mix. You could also buy them from the store, as well as a batch of vanilla frosting. So we're just going to frost the cupcakes, and then I have this black gel icing in a tube here, and I'm just starting in the center and making a swirl all the way out to the outer edge, and then just placing M&Ms along on that string so that they look like string lights. Super easy, but so cute. And as I said, if you have a recipe that you really love, you can absolutely make them from scratch or just keep it super easy. I really hope you enjoyed coming along and making my Christmas vacation movie menu with me. As you could probably tell, it is one of our favorite movies. I know all the lines, and it just feels so special to have something themed to go along with the movie. I have done a few other movies in the past that I'll have the playlist linked below, and I'm also working on another Christmas movie that will be coming out in a week or two, so stay tuned for that if you did enjoy this, and thank you so much again for watching to the end, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!